On the 2 hours chart, we can see, of course, an impulse toward the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After, of course, is this corrective wave toward the downside here, potentially having a wave 1 or a wave A, and followed by a correction ABC here for a W, another ABC for the X, and final ABC again for the wave Y to finish a wave 2 or a wave B between the 0.618, 0.5, and starting to move impulsively again towards the upside. And as you can see inside this micro level here, where we are looking inside this wave 1, we have here potentially a 1, 2, 3. We have finished here a 1, a 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5, given as well 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, where you see, of course, a wave 4 as a kind of like a running flat and moving for wave 5 towards the upside, hitting perfectly between the 1 to 1 fib level and 0.618, taken from the zone 1 and based on the wave 3 to give us, of course, a wave 5 target, perfectly finished, of course, in this blue zone. And therefore we start now to see some movement impulsively toward the downside, and that might be, of course, here the wave A unfolding for a correction, and definitely this wave A is a start of a zigzag. So on the micro level here, we are looking at 1, 2, and then we have another 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 and a 5. So I would say even that the wave 3 is not finished yet, you're still looking even for lower to finish this impulse, while we have, of course, here a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 only for wave 3. So in this case scenario, I would say a wave A is unfolding for a potential correction. So we have an A, B, and a C here, where we might see, of course, is this a potential correction on the 2 hours chart. Let's go back to it to see where we might, of course, finish this correction. So basically, in this bullish scenario where we are looking for a wave 2, we have this wave C that it might finish again for a lower wave 2. So if we get the targets here, we would like to see at least first, of course, the 0.38 fib level before moving to the perfection of the fib levels for wave 2. So we want to test, of course, this area and see what's gonna happen, of course, inside this blue box that we're gonna have here, which is between the 146 $142 for Solana. Regarding the timing for a wave 2 here, we have, of course, a wave 2 as a time. Would like to at least have the 0.38 fib time here. Perfection would be, of course, 0.618, which is in 5 July, and which it might need, of course, like almost a week to finish this correction, maybe less than a week even. So A, B, and a C, of course, probably can be finished over there. Now, maybe the wave A is gonna take already the 0.38, but that will not be enough, of course. We might see 3 waves up and then continuation toward the downside later on. So basically, this is the main scenario. I would say this is the highest possibility for Solana that it might be unfolding here. In a bigger overview, meaning what we saw, of course, on the daily here, that this corrective wave as a wave B can be not finished yet. It still can be, of course, looking for an ABC here as a zigzag, and therefore moving for a wave C later on. Of course, even a wave B can reach a new all-time high, by the way, and this might unfold a bigger expanding flat, which it might be, of course, the same results as at the end, the same blue box, but yeah, in a different structure here, and of course, higher prices for a wave B. Another scenario, which it might be, of course, a bearish scenario here, still, of course, on the 2 hours chart, is that you might be, of course, in this case here where you have finished a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You can have finished here a wave A, and then you're having, of course, an ABC as an expanding flat. And this impulse, which we are considering in the bullish as a wave 1, can be, of course, an ABC expanding flat. And now you continue toward the downside impulsively. But in this case, you would like to see, of course, after this, or at least, of course, an impulse toward the downside, which is not the case so far. Here you have somehow, of course, just 3 waves towards the downside, which is invalidation of any kind of impulse, giving higher possibility for the bullish scenario as a wave 1, finish wave Y over there, of course, and then continuation toward the upside after we finish this correction. That was it for Solana. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.